For the first time in more than 10 years, a creek stretching 100 kilometres across far west New South Wales is full of water. Key points. The 100-kilometre-long Tallywalker Creek has been dry for more than 10 years. The 100-kilometre-long Tallywalker Creek has been dry for more than 10 years. Floodwaters from heavy rain in northern NSW and southeast Queensland last year have made their way into the system, causing the creek to flow again. Floodwaters from heavy rain in northern NSW and southeast Queensland last year have made their way into the system, causing the creek to flow again. Locals are rejoicing, but would like to see more water on the floodplains along the lower Darling. Tallywalker Creek runs from Wilcania to Menindee, adjacent to the Darling-Barca River. Floodwaters from heavy falls in northern NSW and southeastern Queensland last year have gradually moved downstream, causing the creek to flow again, much to the delight of locals. Very exciting, it flowed in '98 and it flowed again in 2011-12, said Darren Collins from Viewmorn Station near Menindee. While it's a moderate inconvenience for Mr. Collins to move his 7,000 head of sheep, with a third of his property cut off by water, it's an ideal problem to have in the arid region. While it's flowing, everything else is flowing, so it's good, he said. 3 rare black cockatoos were recently spotted near the Tallywalker in Wilcania. Wildlife thriving. Other locals like Kate McBride, who grew up on the banks of the Darling-Barca, can't believe the contrast from 2019, when the river was almost completely dry. It's amazing what a bit of water over that grey country along the Darling-Barca can do, she said. It's just incredible to see it coming back to life, and all the creatures loving it, fish jumping, it's just absolutely amazing. The Tallywalker is located more than 900 kilometres inland. Some areas missed out. According to Ms. McBride, there is still a lot of healing to be done in areas downstream of Menindee, which have not received water on their floodplains. This is due in part to current legislation by Water New South Wales, preventing them from releasing more than 21,000 megalitres of water per day from the Menindee lakes, as it would endanger homes. Kate McBride walking across a dry Darling River in 2019. We need to remember that our environments had a really tough few years, Ms. McBride said. The creeks haven't had a drink for over a decade, and it's going to take a lot more water to actually bring them back to life. We need to make sure that we do see a flood down the Darling-Barca, because if we don't see a flood in such a wet year, then when are we ever going to see one?